So when I first got here, it had really great people, great community, great kids. It was just flat. It had not long been through a pretty rough era review. And the board said to me, you've got spark, let's light a fire in this place. And the community are ready to get behind a vision.
Every time the bell goes, Phil's outside greeting the kids with their first names and their parents' first name.
Good morning, our son, how are you?
So he really takes time with, he really does have love for the school and the kids.
Hi, Jonte, how are you? We kind of thought we need an injection of life into every part of the school. So we were here on a Saturday doing the outdoor gardens and things, me and a few other staff members. We were in classes making sure teaching and learning was solid. And then later on down the track, we had a group of awesome enthusiastic teachers who wanted to contribute. So we gave them the opportunity to do that. So we've got TV notices.
Hello from Glenavon, welcome to your Tuesday notices.
We've got a student band. We've got gardening club. We've got a student cafe.
Glenn's Cafe is open on Thursday.
We've got a range of opportunities for kids to get involved.
Yep, so now it's yellow, you can do it.
How we did that, we kind of empowered our adults to lead certain areas in the school, and that's exactly what they've done.
Just make sure to not overfill it, Ethan. With the cafe, I just thought what an amazing way to teach our kids who would not get these kinds of experiences to actually have a go. Doing the coffee. As an example, one of our students in here making coffee, for him to say things like, one day I can own my own cafe and do this sort of stuff, that's the reason why we actually teach. Yep, cool, good one.
We like to provide as many opportunities for kids as well, so we're busy, unashamedly busy, and our teachers work really hard to make sure that there's tons of opportunities for kids. The kids are really happy, the kids are achieving really well.
Two senses also indicate the black line, and if it doesn't pick up the black, it'll go back onto the black.
We had like the classic pyramid, you'll see it in every other primary school really, the principal, DPs, team leaders, and what we had was like a group of enthusiastic teachers who wanted to be in leadership. We also wanted to make sure that we were really aligned in what we were doing, and we're not a massive school, so we didn't need to have a big middle layer. So essentially we restructured the school to have a really flat top leadership structure, but that middle leadership tier is now really focused on learning, so there's not really double up of work.
As a team lead, you are the person that people can trust and go back to and reflect with and work together as a team, but not feel like they're that big bad guy that's going to check your planning and make sure you've done all that stuff. So it's quite cool being in that leadership role, but not as the big scary bad guy.
The secret with a structure like this is really clear accountabilities. So we have systems where we check in once a week with the senior leadership team and adjust the visual management board so we all know where each other are at.
So they can use it in their classrooms.
Cool. I have one-on-ones with pretty much all of the staff based on their portfolios. So it's not like a high trust, I'll see you in a year and hope for the best system. It's actually like I'm focused on outcomes as well, and I'm right with you on the journey.
I think so, yeah, we're going to hit that target for sure.
So you have a big umbrella of an idea. So at the moment we have sustainability. So within that, it's my job to then link that within the curriculum. So in reading, what are we reading about within those topics, and how are we linking that into our writing?
If I gave you a mark for a test and I gave you a percentage, it's always out of what number? I can see, yes. Does that make sense?
I mean, we've seen shifts in student achievement and consecutive shifts in student achievement. We've seen shifts in student agency, so the way kids think about their learning. We've seen shifts in community participation, staff engagement. We've seen happy staff who are keen to come to work.
I think it makes a huge difference about your teacher in your life than sometimes the learning. It's who's the one that's teaching you. You're there like 6 hours of the day. So, yeah, I think it's really important.
Mm-hmm.
Every day at school, I want to speak some kind of word into some student's life, whether it's just a, hey, stop and look at them in the eye and say, I can see in you that you've got an amazing musical talent or sporting ability or that sort of thing. So for me, it is about the connection and that reciprocity with the kids.
Lobdie Style is definitely the right place for me. I love influencing people. I love, like John has said, I love being that voice in those kids' ears that maybe they don't have.
Here we go. Somewhere in there.
That's why you work with kids as well, because they keep you young, in a way. I don't know, there's no There's no end point. Well, if there was an end point, we'd all stop doing it. It would be so sad.